ho, ho. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome back to my layout. Today is Christmas Eve 2022. Man, what a year it's been so far. Have here a little bit of a Christmas present to myself. If I haven't gotten enough of those already this year for the train collection.
If I haven't gotten enough of those already this year for the train collection.
But I'm here with the beautiful Norfolk and Western Class J 484 steam locomotive. So I picked this one up locally at the Train Loft. Jeff is the owner. He is a very knowledgeable guy, has been around the area for many, many years, I think going on 20 years or more. And I was in there earlier this week kind of checking out some stuff. Actually went in there for tunnel portals and ended up leaving with this. That's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. So the 611 is also known by many as the Spirit of Roanoke and also the Queen of Steam. The Norfolk Western 484 was a streamlined steam locomotive. It was originally built in May of 1950 by Norfolk and Western's East End shops in Roanoke, Virginia, which is likely where it got the nomenclature Spirit of Roanoke. It was one of the last mainline passenger steam locomotives built here in the U.S. and to many represents the pinnacle of steam locomotive technology. The 611 was originally to pull Norfolk and Western's premier passenger trains, generally between Norfolk and Ohio. So in 1959, it was retired from service. It was donated to the Virginia Museum of Transportation 3 years later, where it's set on display as the sole remaining survivor of the Class J locomotives. Now, the 611 has gone through a couple of restorations over the years. In 1982, 611 was restored to operation by the Norfolk Southern Railway. It was put into an excursion service for the first time, which ran up and down the East Coast. And it did that through the 80s into the early 90s until the liability insurance cost Norfolk Western a little bit too much and it was forced to end its steam program. It was then retired and sent back to the Virginia Museum of Transportation where it sat on display. Fast forward about 10 more years and the Virginia Museum was able to raise several $1 million to actually restore yet again 611 to operating condition. This was done over a year's time here in North Carolina at the North Carolina Transportation Museum in Spencer. Locomotive returned to excursion service around mid-2015, where it has now been running excursion service in Strasburg, Pennsylvania. This here is the MTH Proto Sound 3 Premier. This was last released in the 2020 catalog for MTH. This one here has quite a few different features. It's all die-cast construction. Obviously with the Proto Sound 3, lots of great sounds with those boards. This one here also has a whistle steam, which wasn't advertised in the original catalog. So pretty cool stuff. So as we take a little bit of closer look here at this model, again, this is a MTH Premier scale locomotive. It features a die-cast body, frame, and tender. As well, it has a real coal load and operates on as small as 054 curves. This is also a Proto Sound 3 locomotive and has quite a few different lighting features, standard things such as headlight, number boards, and firebox glow. Take a quick look here at the front. Being a steam streamlined locomotive, there's not a lot of detail here. We don't have a lot of the piping and such that you would see on some of the other types of steam locomotives. But we do have a nice separately applied handrail here along the top. Some good rivet detail. Here's one of the hand-painted crew members. Down here we can take a quick look at the wheels and trucks along with the drive rods. So up front here, we do have a coupler that pulls out, swings out here, a little scale O coupler. A little bit of tail here for the coupler release. Not sure what this hook was originally for, possibly for something of the nature of this coupler. Let me know in the comments if you happen to know. The J. So as well in this model, again, we do have whistle steam, and this little detail here does pop out to add in your smoke fluid. A little magnet here that holds it on. And up top as well, get that back in there, we have these sliding roof vents, as well as these windows here do slide open and close. We may be able to focus a little bit in here. Not sure if we're going to be able to get a good view or not, but there is some hand painted gauges inside. Again, there's that coal load. We have a little bit of detail here at the front of the tender. As we move around the back, we do have some legible print here along with the rear headlight and our sound controls along with smoke controls here in these pop-up flaps. Again, I did pick up this auxiliary tender as well. I do wish it was the red and striped Norfolk Western, but if I do get something like a Class A, this here will fit as well nicely. And I'm sure prototypically they pulled a little bit of everything behind this engine whenever it was new. So enough of my yapping. Let's fire it up, listen to some of the sounds, take it for a quick spin.
We got a schedule to keep. Let's get her steam. Clean out the ash pan. Grab a shovel and spread that coal. Check on that water level, will you? Swing that spout over. Water level down 300. Okay, that's enough. Let's grease up the side rod. Looks good. Plenty of steam. I'm going to blow her down now. Clear? Clear. Good morning and welcome aboard Norfolk Southern's 21st Century Steam program. Our excursion today is being pulled by the famous Norfolk and Western J-Class 611. Today we'll be running from Roanoke to Lynchburg and back, crossing the famous Blue Ridge Mountains. Please take your seats and there will be a safety briefing after we depart. Souvenirs and snacks will be available in the commissary car located in the middle of the train. Please feel free to walk about the train once we are underway. All aboard!
I'm going to blow her down now. Clear? Clear. Take care. See you soon.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this short video about this wonderful 611. I appreciate everyone this year joining me on this adventure of constructing my layout. Of course, lots to come. So stay tuned, and I wish everyone a happy holiday season here in 2022, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.